saw y'all clapping for the last guy too.
Clap for everybody. Tell me about the single "Boots On." Congratulations, great song, by the way.
Thank you, man. It's it's just a fun up-tempo song. I think it's been out like right at 9 weeks now. And it's doing good. It's a song I wrote probably 4 years ago with a friend of mine named Brandon Kenny, and just a second single of mine, and kicking butt. It's doing good.
There's a song on the CD called "Lie," and you have to tell me the inspiration for that song.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of a long story.
That's all right.
All right, so I'll try to make it quick. But I used to play this bar down in Mississippi called the Shed House, and it was just this little bitty club, and it was just nothing. And so I'll go in one day to roll my cables out and get ready to play my weekend, and I noticed that I had this buddy of mine that was sitting over at the corner of the stage, and he had this girl cornered up. And I couldn't figure out why, because I'd never seen him pick up a girl in the years I'd known him. And so I kind of started trying to figure out what was going on, and I just kind of looked over and I heard her ask him what he did for a living. And the funny part was I knew what he did for a living because I worked with him at Lazy Boy during the day. and he still works there to this day. But apparently that wasn't good enough. So he proceeds to tell the girl that, first of all, he can't pronounce it, that he's an architect. And you can't make this kind of stuff up.
No.
So I heard that, and I just, it was just, there you go. There's a song on that. And I always joke around now and tell everybody that they got married, and she's a cosmopologist and he's still an architect.
What's the biggest lie you've ever told a woman?
I don't know.
That you can admit.
God, I don't know.
See, as a musician who stands on the stage now, you don't really have to, because that's going to work for just about anybody.
You know what? I have told several of them that I was married.
Really?
And then I told some of them I wasn't. No, but I'm really not. And I actually have never been. No, I've had, it's gone both ways. Sometimes you say, I got a girlfriend, you got to get away. And then sometimes you say, no, I don't have one. It just depends.
Now, you and Jamie Johnson, great buddies. I know you're doing some work together. What's the project you're working on now for charity?
We're actually doing a show at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville for the Opry Fund. We're doing that on May 28th, and tickets are on sale right now. But it's a really cool thing. The Opry Fund actually raises money for musicians, retired musicians, anybody that gets sick or needs money for retirement or anything like that. We just raise money for that. They're actually trying to put money together right now to build a retirement home for musicians. Because if you think about it, most of the guys that play in these bands and all never have health insurance or any kind of retirement. They live check to check just like everybody else does. So we're trying to figure out a way to help them out, and that's what the Opera Fund does.
Great idea. Hey, thanks for coming by, and I love the music, and continued success with everything. And
I appreciate
you
it.
stopping by. Randy Houser, everybody.